This is the training video for the altar servers of Holy Cross. Always arrive 10 to 15 minutes prior to the beginning of Mass. This way you have time to get your robes on for Mass. Look for the robe size that is closest to your age. The size can be found written on the back of the neck of the robe. Choose the belt color that corresponds with what the priest is wearing. If you are unsure of what belt to put on, ask the priest and he will tell you. Then choose a cross necklace and place it around your neck. Make sure the string of the necklace is hidden behind the hood of your robe. If there is more than one altar server, designate a cross bearer. This person will hold the cross and lead the group up to the altar. The priest will signal you to begin walking to the altar. When walking, keep your eyes forward in an even pace. Make sure you don't look back. The person behind you will keep up with you. At the altar, watch for the priest to bow. Bow with him and walk to your seat. The cross bearer will walk aside and place the cross in its stand. Then he will join the other servers in their seats. Choose one server to hold the prayer book for the priest. When holding the prayer book, keep your hands under it so that your fingers don't block the page. This way the priest can easily read what's on the page. Make sure when you're on the altar you are presentable and not fidgeting. Think of yourself as a role model for all people in the church. You stand when everyone stands, and you sit when everyone sits. When getting the altar ready, both servers should remember to do everything together. This way you're showing respect to the sacred liturgy of the Mass. Hand the communion cups and hosts to the priest. He will make sure everything is at its right place on the altar. Keep together each time you take a trip to the side table to bring the items to the priest. Then return for the sacramentary, which is the prayer book, the chalice, and cloths, also called purificators. When the gifts are presented, two servers will walk to the front altar and stand on either side of the priest or deacon. You will be handed either the host or the wine. Both servers should now walk back to the altar. Make sure to walk to the right side of the altar and meet the priest or deacon. One server will walk back and get some water. A small amount of water is added to the wine. Now, both servers will wash the priest's hands. One server will hold the bowl and the other server will hold the water in the towel. The server holding the water will pour water over the priest's hands and dry them. When returning the bowl, water, and towel back to the side table, make sure you do not place the towel inside of the bowl. When kneeling during prayers, kneel behind your seats. At communion, stand around the altar with the Eucharistic ministers and receive communion. You will then clean the altar after communion. Just like at the beginning of Mass, one server will hold the prayer book for the priest. At the end of Mass, the cross bearer will walk off the altar early and remove the cross from its stand. He will then wait for the priest and other servers to walk off the altar and bow. Then the cross-bearer will lead the procession down the aisle. When taking off your robes, hang everything up neatly and leave everything as you found it. Put your cross necklaces on their hooks, put your belts on the correct colored hook, and put your robes on a hanger. Thank you for performing an important ministry for Holy Cross Church.